Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to talk about the new Rimmel mascara, and it's this one, as you can see, Rimmel Volume Shake. So I bought this in Boots, my local drugstore basically, and it was $8.99. I think it's probably around that price most places you go. I looked in Superdrug and it's also $8.99. As far as drugstore mascara prices go, I mean that's quite a bit, but at the same time, if it does what it says it does, you're getting more for your money. You never get to the end of a mascara, I don't think, because they normally dry out and you normally have to replace them quite quickly. Now this one has an interesting product promise, because it's basically meant to stay clump free, which is exactly what it says at the top here. So it's supposed to have a patent pending shaker system. So basically you shake it to keep it fresh. Can you hear that? It's like really loud. I don't know if this is going to last longer than most mascaras. I guess time will tell. Let's see if it's at least any good when you apply it. Now, one thing to note about this mascara is it's quite a bit heavier than your average mascara, and that's because of the shake system. Like, it's quite weighty. And just to put it into perspective, I actually measured some of my other mascaras, and they all came out at around 20 to 23 grams. This is 55 grams. So, you know, it's quite a difference. Now, just to mention before I apply this, Rimmel are usually really great with packaging. This is quite different, because, yeah, I mean, it starts off thin on, like, this end, and it gets thicker, but then it kind of cinches in, like, quite dramatically at the handle. And I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know. I mean, I guess it looks quite sleek, but I don't know if I like this bit. I guess it's not the be-all and end-all of a mascara, but I don't know, I feel like it's lost some of its sleekness by having that. The only other thing I would say about the packaging is it's not very bright. Do I like the packaging? I don't. I'm undecided. It's non-offensive. I am going to give this a good shake, just so I know it's completely fresh when I apply it, because I haven't opened this yet. It's brand new. I want to see how it goes on first time. How many coats am I going to use? Am I going to be able to do it in one? Am I going to get the volume that I want? So here we go. Okay, here we go. Oh, actually, before I do that, just to note, now that I've taken the wand out, look. Ah, I actually quite like the brush. As I'm sure you can see, it's quite a good thickness, I think. Some of the brushes can be too big. I think this is kind of in between, so that could be a good thing. Let's see, make sure I don't end up with it all over my face and poke myself in the eye, which I have done before. After one coat, like, I wouldn't say that's like huge volume. Like, if I go like that, you can see, yeah, it's more volume. And if I like get in close, let's do it again. So you can definitely see the difference from one eye to the next. But for me, one coat wouldn't be enough. So I'm going to put another coat on to see what that looks like. And I also think that's a good test of like how good this is, because it promises to be clump free, and I should be able to layer this mascara without it clumping. Now I think that looks much better. Like, that looks great. Really a lot more volume, and also, which this doesn't promise, quite a bit more length. I mean, look at this. Actually, I would say it's quite good for volume. And it has given me length. Not amazing length, but then this mascara doesn't promise length, it promises volume, and on that, like, it has delivered. Look at that. Now, I like that it's quite pigmented. One thing I would say is when you first put it on, it's quite wet. And that could just be because it's a brand new mascara. But I'm not sure, because it promises to always be fresh. That makes me think it will always be that way. I've noticed that when I've applied it, I've actually got a little bit of it here. But I really like it. But again, I don't think I would stop at like 2 coats. I'm gonna go through a 3rd coat, and let's just see how that looks. For me, that's enough. 3 coats, And actually look at the difference. I mean, my eyelashes look big, they're voluminous, and they're long as well. Look at that, look, amazing. It has like transferred slightly onto my upper eyelid. I don't know if you can see it when I close my eyes slightly, it's kind of transferred a little bit. And I think that's probably because it's a bit wet. It normally doesn't happen to me when I put mascara on. But I would say I'm really impressed. I love the volume and I love the length. Oh my god, my eyes just, oh, I love it. I already like the consistency of the formula before even applying it, which I think is really good. I like how easy it was to apply. The brush is at a really good size. It's big, but it's not too big. It's an everyday mascara. Do you know what I mean? Like, it looks great, and like, I love how it's made my lashes look big, but at the same time, it's not too much. It remains to be seen if it smudges. I need to see, like, after a few hours if this is going to transfer down here or maybe up here a little bit, you know. I'll apply to the second eye. I'll go away for a few hours so that we can see if it smudges, and then when I come back to tell you guys if it's smudged or not, that's when I'll take it off as well, and then we'll see how easy it is to remove. So I know there's quite a few mascaras out there now that you can just remove with water. I'll come back later and show you guys, so we'll see how well it stands up to time and humidity and heat and all those wonderful things that you get in the summer. Hey guys, so I'm back. So after a few hours or so, you can see it didn't really smudge. I think that's really good. I mean, I was only out about 5 hours. I haven't been to the gym or anything like that. I've not had to run. I've not been sweating profusely or anything like that. But I've been out and about. The elements have been at me and I think it looks great. I would say this mascara is great. It doesn't really smudge. Hasn't really clumped. The volume's great, the length's great, so I think now is the time to see if I can get it to come off easily. So I'm actually going to attempt to take this off now. Now I have no idea how well it's going to work, but here we go. Actually, it's coming off. It's coming off, but like, it is leaving dramatic smudges under my eye. I think I would just wet wipe this. Put it this way, if you didn't have any wet wipes and you only had tissue or like cotton pads and water, I think you can get it off. But I do have wet wipes and I'm like super impatient. Look. So there was still quite a bit on my eyelashes after using the water. I mean, like, it didn't promise to come off with water. I wanted to see if it would easily come off. It's still coming off. For me, what I expect from mascara is length, volume, actually, and staying power. This mascara kind of ticks the most important boxes, but you know, it's come off fine. It looks fine. This is a really great mascara. Based on what I've seen so far, I really like it. I'd probably give it 4 stars. That's not really a reflection on how well it performs as like formula wise. That's more like, you know, if I'm taking into account everything like the packaging, how heavy it is, things like that. One thing I would say is that it doesn't have an offensive smell. This, I couldn't even smell it when I was putting it on, which is great. I give it 4 stars purely because I'm not a massive fan of the packaging. I think it could have looked a lot nicer actually, or perhaps just a bit more loud. And I'm really unsure about the shape. I don't know if I like this shape or not. Just give it a go yourself, see how you feel. Thanks for watching.